Hi there, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to study and see a little bit about the booleans and combine and separate. So these tools are going to be very useful when we start modeling more intensely, more defined shapes we need. So these are boolean are going to be in handy. So in and foremost today we are going to start with the first thing is outliner. First we will learn something about outliner, then we are going to go in the mesh menu and we will do some stuff on the combine separate and we will learn some booleans, how it works, what it is. So let's get started with the today's lesson and start with the outliner. So what is outliner and how we will access? There are a couple of methods. First way, you have to go to the click on the windows, then go to the bottom. Here in this line you will see there's a outliner. Click it. Then you will see the outliner appear here, and there are a bunch of stuff appeared here in the outliner. And here's you can see in the left hand side this tab is got activated. If you click it again, it will go, and this is one of another method, the second method which you can access your outliner from. Just one click outliner will appear, one click outliner will go away. So if you don't find these things over here, so anytime you can go to the Windows menu, click on the outliner, and the outliner will appear. So what are these things and what the outliners is helpful for? So outliner, as name suggests, it outlines everything in the scene what we are playing with, what we are using. For example, just we will create one sphere, the polygonal mesh, move it aside. As you can see the objects what we are started creating. There is a these lists are coming updating here in outliner 2. So outliner is a summary of what we have in our scene, and you can see there's a camera, perspective camera, top camera, front camera, side camera. These are all four cameras. If you press the space button here, you will see one, two, three, four. This is perspective, top camera, front camera, side camera, perspective, top, front, side camera. Yeah, so these are all the elements which you will see over in your scene. So these are all things you will see in your outliner. Outliner is the place you can access directly any object. If you don't want to select these things, you know where the sphere is, you don't want to move it over here, you just go here over in the outliner, click, and you will get instantly selections from the outliner itself. So, and this is a small summary about the outliner. Outliner definitely has many more thing to do, but currently as we are learning the beginner series, so this will be enough for the beginner. So now the second we are going to learn about combine, separate, and booleans. So if you check, you have to be in the modeling here, then go over the mesh, then you want to tear up this window, there are some dotted lines are there, click over here, then you will be able to tear up this window. So now, oops, something went wrong. I can't, yeah, so windows, tear up the window, bring it over here. So now one by one we are going to learn about things. First we will start with the combine. Select two object, one, two. We need this two mesh as a one mesh. You can see the sphere one. Then let's suppose we are going to combine these two. Bring near, click this, select this, shift select the sphere, and click on the combine. So what things happen here? You see there's a transform node appeared with the names of P sphere. There's a node appeared with the name of P cylinder, and one combined with mesh we got is a P sphere 2, and this name suggests P sphere 1. It got its name from the P sphere 1. It tries to rename it as a P sphere, but P sphere 1 is already there, so it renamed it as a p sphere 2. And yes, selection order matters here. So you see, as a combined mesh we get p sphere 2. If we go back, control Z, control Z, Z, more back, more back, more back, more back. So now these are all separated now. So first time we first selected this, then shift selected this, then we got that result. Now this time we will invert the order of selection. First we will select the cylinder, second we will selection the sphere. Now we will combine it. Now you see what happened. Now the name appeared as a p cylinder 3. Earlier it was p sphere 2. Because we already have p cylinder 2, it tried to rename it as a p cylinder. It find 1 is already there, 2 is already there now. So now the 3 was not there, so it created the next incremental number, which p cylinder 3. So now we now you guys must be wondering what these things are, why these things remains back and why this new. So this is the beneficial thing. If we want to do some changes in our sphere without going back steps, we can still do it here. If you come here and select on the window, this is now separate object. If you want to scale it, it will scale it as a once. But now if you want to just do some changes over here, so we have to go back steps further. So instead of that, we can again go to the p sphere 1. The transform node still is there. So we can select this thing. Now you can see we can just scale the one geometry. We can move the one geometry, but if you deselect it, if you select it, you can see we can still see it as a combined object. So now we will go back, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, we will go back. So what we will do after combining it, because these things we are not going to need it when we are done with our editing, when we are done with our changes in these geometries. We simply select the combine mesh, go to edit, go to select by type. Do not go to select all by type. Always try to remember you should go delete by type. Then go to the first option, history, and there's a shortcut alt shift plus T. You can press the shortcut button. So what this will do, if you select this, we have some input nodes over here in the command mesh. And yes, these nodes are again these are useful if you want to again do some changes over here. You can still do it with this thing. You can increase the division, you can reduce it, but this has to be go in when you are done with the editing. So select this, then select this, edit, delete by type, and history. Now you see those transform nodes are gone, only this single geometry is there, and there is no input nodes available here to edit. So when we do it, when we are happy with our editing and we need to go and do some other stuff. So just go back, back, more. Go to the origin, more back, cool. So this is when initially what we created. So now we know what combines do. Now we have the separate thing. So for example, two things are combined, and now you see it's combined, and our history is gone. Now we cannot edit it, so we can just select this thing and we can click the separate button. So now we have separate plus one transform node, two separate geometries, one geometry, second geometry, and so now this is how you can separate it. There are more ways to separate it, and there are so many roles of separation is also there. So this is how we separate it. So moving forward, now we are going to learn about Boolean. If you tear up the Boolean window, now we don't need our mesh window. So getting started with the union, select one object, drag it over here. So combine it, Let's just suppose you are making some artifacts, you are making something which you want, which is not you are not able to achieve. Simply, you know, when you are going to add to object, remove to object, then you will be able to achieve those shapes. Then we are going to use these three things: union, difference, and intersection. So what union means? Union means union of the two object. Select first object, second object, and press union. So now you can see this geometries has changed. If we go inside, you see if you go inside, you see there's nothing in between. It just combined from the outside, and whatever the intersected polygons were there, it cut it out. But now there is a one thing which I would like to share. You see again two transform nodes we have after union. So union, if we go inside, you can see there's nothing in between cutouts. If you want to see inside, also go to light, select two face light, then you will see inside also as a polygons properly, not the black, the gray. So now if we want, like, okay, this cutout, it's not that what I was needing it, so you can easily go to the sphere. For better view, we can go to the wireframe and set it mode. Then you just select this and you can go inside, and you will see, okay, now this is this shape I wanted. So you can always edit your initial shape, and by lively you can get your union result. So you can see this thing. Same thing we can do with the cylinder too. We can move it like this or something like this, so we can achieve our desired shape. So now this is union. Now difference and intersection. So either we can go here and select one by one, or even we applied one of these booleans, we can easily interchange between difference and intersection. How? Just select this thing, poly C boolean option 1. You can come here and you can change the operation. In operation, you can notice it has union, difference. In intersection is the same thing over here, union, difference, and intersection. So either you can just select two object and click over here, or you just after applying one of these thing, you can come here and go to the input, and in booleans you can change its booleans. So now we are going to see about the difference. Click over difference. So what difference has done? Difference means what one object want to subtract it from the other object. So this is difference. As logo you can say the first object I wanted to subtract as a cylinder shape. The cylinder shape is gone, and still we have these transform. So we can still come over here and we can still edit it, and you can see, like, if you want something like this, so you can do it lively in real time. You can see how it's going to look. So now we are going to see our third intersection. What is intersection? Intersection means this is the first thing and second thing, which are the common parts are only be available. After that, everything will be gone. So come over here, go to operation, change it to intersection. So now you can see only the common parts are there, but the main objects are gone. Only these intersection, these are the combining areas of two geometries. So this is only we can see. So if we are happy with this shape, of course this is not what we are looking for, but this is just for showing purpose. So for example, I'm happy with this shape. So then again we select this thing, and now we need to clean up our outliner. We don't need this kind of mess. We only need one geometry and the second geometry. This two geometry will be enough, and we will not be needing this any kind of history in it. So just clean up. So Why I was saying you have to learn about delete by type, not delete all by type. Because delete by type will do only the selected object cleanup. It will only delete by type by the selection base. But if you do edit delete all by type history or these things, these functions you will transform, it will go inside your scene, it will select everything, it will go through each and every object in your scene and perform each task each on each geometry. So even if you are making something in between something you don't want, you want the history of this thing because still you need to have some work on it. So you don't know, you don't want to its history to be gone. You need only the selected object history to be gone. So yes, it is helpful delete all by type. So if you want, cross check it. If you want the whole scene has to be clean up like this, the history or non-deformable history channels, do you want these things are for whole scene, then you can go with this delete all by type. Otherwise my recommendation is always go for delete by type. Just select the object, drag select or go to the outliner, however it works for you, edit delete by type history, and as you can see history is gone, all its inputs are gone, all, then it's the geometry is good to go for our next steps. So guys, this is union, difference and intersection and combine and separate, and there was a little bit of outliner here too. So outliner was a bonus point over here. So enjoy these lessons, go repeat one by one and do these things again and again. Even you understand at once but repeat it multiple times. Go watch this video again and again until unless you learn everything properly what these things do. And if you have any questions about it, you want something from me so I can explain it little more better, if you want some detail in something, please let me know and comment below. And yes, keep learning. So I will meet you in the next video. All right then, bye bye, take care.